There is a painful truth many older adults slowly discover as the years pass: love from family is precious. But relying completely on family for your happiness can quietly break your heart. Many seniors spend decades sacrificing everything for their children's spouses and relatives. They give their time, their energy, their money, their dreams, their youth, and deep inside they believe, one day my family will become my entire source of comfort and happiness. But life does not always unfold that way. Children grow busy, families become distracted, phone calls become shorter, visits become less frequent. And suddenly, many seniors feel emotionally lost. Not because their families stopped loving them, but because they built their entire emotional world around other people. This video is not about abandoning family, it is about protecting your peace. Because the happiest seniors are not the ones who depend entirely on others. They are the ones who learn to build strength, joy, purpose, and peace from within themselves. Today, we will discuss 5 things seniors must rely on instead of family if they want emotional freedom, better health, inner peace, and a happier life after 60. And by the end of this video, you may begin to see aging in a completely different way. Part 1: Rely on your own inner peace, not constant attention from others. One of the most painful emotional traps in old age is expecting constant attention. Many seniors wait all day for a phone call, a message, a visit, appreciation, emotional validation. And when it does not happen, they feel forgotten. But here is what wise aging teaches: peace cannot depend entirely on other people's availability. Because people are busy fighting their own battles too. Your children may love you deeply and still not call every day. That does not mean you are unwanted. Sometimes seniors unknowingly create emotional suffering by measuring love through attention. But inner peace comes from learning how to comfort yourself emotionally. This means enjoying quiet moments, creating peaceful routines, appreciating small blessings, becoming emotionally independent. There's enormous freedom in waking up and realizing, my peace does not disappear just because someone forgot to call today. One elderly woman once said, I stopped waiting by the phone, and suddenly my life became lighter. That sentence carries deep wisdom. When you stop depending on others to fill every emotional space inside you, you begin discovering peace that no disappointment can steal. Part 2: Rely on purpose, not just family roles. For many seniors, identity becomes dangerously tied to family roles. They spend years being a mother, a father, a provider, a caretaker, a spouse, but after retirement, after children move away, after routines change, many ask silently, who am I now? This emotional emptiness can become devastating. Some seniors lose motivation completely because they believe their purpose ended when their family needed them less. But your purpose is bigger than one role. You are still capable of learning, helping, inspiring, creating, teaching, growing spiritually. Purpose keeps the soul alive. Without purpose, the mind slowly becomes weaker. That is why many emotionally healthy seniors continue doing meaningful things: gardening, volunteering, reading, mentoring younger people, praying, creating art, walking daily, caring for animals, joining community groups. Purpose gives the day meaning, and meaning gives life energy. Aging does not mean becoming useless. In fact, many seniors become wiser, calmer, and more emotionally intelligent than ever before. But that wisdom only shines when they continue engaging with life. Never let your identity shrink down to someone people used to need. Your life still matters deeply. Part 3: Rely on healthy routines, not rescue from others. Many seniors unconsciously expect family members to eventually take care of everything. But wise aging means taking responsibility for your health as long as possible. Because independence is one of the greatest forms of dignity. Healthy seniors rely on daily habits, not emergency rescue. Simple routines protect both body and mind: regular sleep, balanced meals, movement, hydration, social interaction, emotional calmness. Unfortunately, some seniors neglect themselves while emotionally waiting for family attention. But your body cannot wait for someone else to save it. Your future health is being shaped by what you eat today, how much you move today, how you manage stress today. One 74-year-old man said, I realized nobody could exercise for me. That realization changed his life. He began walking daily, drinking more water, sleeping better, speaking positively. Within months, his energy improved dramatically. Family support is wonderful, but self-care is your responsibility, and seniors who maintain routines often feel stronger emotionally too. Because discipline creates confidence. Part 4. Rely on friendships and community. Not only children, many older adults make one heartbreaking mistake. They slowly stop building friendships. Everything becomes centered around children and close family. But later in life, this creates emotional danger. Because if family becomes busy, loneliness grows quickly. Humans need connection beyond blood relationships. This is why many emotionally healthy seniors maintain friendships, community ties, neighbor relationships, social groups, spiritual gatherings, even small interactions matter deeply. A short conversation at a park, a laugh with a neighbor, a greeting at a mosque, church, or community center. These moments nourish the heart. Isolation slowly damages memory, emotional health, sleep, confidence, and sadly loneliness often becomes invisible. A person may smile publicly while feeling deeply alone privately. But connection heals. Do not wait for people to always come to you. Sometimes you must gently step back into life yourself. Join activities, call old friends, attend gatherings, speak to people. Because emotional survival in old age depends heavily on connection, family cannot always carry every emotional need alone, and they were never meant to. Part 5. Rely on your relationship with yourself and God. This final lesson may be the most powerful. As people age, they slowly realize something profound. At the end of the day, the deepest relationship you have is with yourself. And with God. Family can comfort you, but they cannot fully heal your fears. Children can love you, but they cannot carry your soul's burdens. Inner spiritual peace becomes increasingly important after 60. That peace may come through prayer, reflection, gratitude, meditation, faith, forgiveness. Many seniors who age peacefully are not necessarily richer or healthier. They are spiritually calmer. They stop chasing constant approval. They stop fighting every battle. They stop fearing every change. And instead, they begin trusting life more deeply. One elderly woman once said, "The older I became, the more I realized peace was inside me all along." That is wisdom. The world becomes quieter in old age. And that quietness can either become loneliness or spiritual awakening. The choice often depends on where you place your emotional dependence. Part 6. Why depending too much on family creates pain. This topic is emotional because many seniors sacrificed everything for family. And naturally they expect emotional security in return. But expectations can quietly create suffering. Children today live under enormous pressure, work stress, financial burdens, parenting responsibilities, emotional exhaustion. Sometimes they love you deeply, but still lack time and energy. If your happiness depends entirely on them, disappointment becomes unavoidable. But when seniors build routines, hobbies, friendships, purpose, spiritual peace, they become emotionally stronger. And interestingly, family relationships often improve too. Why? Because emotional pressure decreases. Love flows more naturally when it is not carrying impossible expectations. Part 7. The secret of happy seniors. The happiest seniors are usually not the wealthiest. They are ones who learned emotional balance, acceptance, flexibility, gratitude, independence. They appreciate family without emotionally collapsing when life becomes busy. They continue growing, continue learning, continue living. And that mindset changes everything. Conclusion. Final emotional message. If you are in your senior years, remember this carefully. Family is important, love is important, connection is important. But your peace should never depend entirely on another person's schedule, mood, or attention. Build a life that still feels meaningful even in quiet moments. Learn to comfort yourself. Care for your health, nurture your spirit, stay connected to life. Because aging peacefully is not about being constantly surrounded by people. It is about becoming emotionally secure within yourself, and when you learn that lesson, you stop fearing loneliness, you stop begging for attention. And you finally discover a deeper kind of happiness, the kind that no one can take away from you.